Oh my God. The East is in the house. Oh my God. The East is in the house. Oh my God. The East is in the house. Oh my God. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 13 of Talking NFC Beast. Host of the show, my name is Jermaine Avery, and I'm joined by my other co-hosts, Mr. Michael Cash and Mr. Trevis Willingham. How you doing, fellas?
All right, we doing great in this, John. Just waiting for you to finish talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to know if you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Talking NFC Beast. Also, check for us on Instagram at Talking NFC Beast. We just come to bring the best of the NFC East to you guys, letting y'all know everything you need to hear and discussing all the topics about the NFC East. That is the Redskins, the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to get right into it. We ain't got a lot of time tonight. The Cowboys and the Redskins are playing a major game tonight. That's the game of the week. So we're going to try to get on here and get off and make this thing fun and quick for you guys. But we want to recap week 12 and just talk about the matchups and the things that happened in week 12 just to, put us all into perspective on where we're going. So what y'all want to talk about first? You want to talk about the Redskins and the Giants real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, it was a Thanksgiving game. Wasn't much of a game. The Redskins started out slow, but I mean, ultimately they outmatched the Giants. The Giants are going through some major issues at the moment, and they just didn't have much of a contest against the Redskins on Thanksgiving Day. Kirk Cousins put up some decent numbers, and as a whole towards the end, but like I said, it really wasn't that much of a matchup. The Giants, they're struggling on many fronts. The only categories they won in were fourth down efficiency. They were 1 of 2 in fourth down, and the Redskins had a turnover, and the Giants also had a turnover. Other than that, the Redskins dominated that game by far. It was good to see that the Redskins came out and put down an opponent that wasn't favorable at the time, and they didn't mess around with them. They went ahead and closed the thing out. So that was good to see. I was proud to see that. Any thoughts on that game?
Well, no.
Yo, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, yo. Nobody saw that shit. Like, nobody saw it at all. Nobody cared. They was like, yo, Redskins gonna win. Turn to something else. You're like,
it was Thanksgiving, so that's why I was figuring people would watch.
It was Thanksgiving, and that's when everybody went back for the cranberry sauce. Like, nobody really wanted to watch that game. It's like, the Redskins are gonna win. Like, let's go watch 5 Heartbeats or Lean on Me or something. That's what most of the people were doing on Thanksgiving when that game came on. That game was probably on mute at the particular time when everybody else was taking family photos. Nobody watched that game.
That's Trevis's reasoning. My reasoning is because I was in a mini state of depression about what happened about 3 hours before that game. And I was no longer interested in watching football for the rest of the damn day. So.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what he's talking about, he is talking about the Los Angeles Chargers versus his Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Predicted here at NFCB, so who was going to win that game?
And Phillip Rivers damn near putting up 500 yards on us. Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
QB rating of 149.1. Jesus Christ.
Lord have mercy.
That didn't set a record or something? I bet Tom Brady got the record.
27, 33, 434 yards.
How you have 6 incompletions, man? 6. 27, 33, damn near 500. Look here, man. When you said let's talk about last week's game, it took me a minute. I've been in such a damn tailspin the last 3 weeks. I don't even know which game we last lost, man. I just know we. I'm telling
you, losing 2 games in 7 days. That's a problem.
I'm going through PTSD right now, for real.
Matter of fact, it's like 5 days because y'all lost on Sunday, then y'all lost on Thursday.
We played 3 games, 12 days. I think it is. I think this is the 3rd and the 12th or whatever it is. It's a lot of. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. They need to do something about it.
They put that together. They thought you was gonna have Zeke. That's what they thought.
not
said,
good.
oh, well, he didn't take the suspension. He didn't take that suspension in the beginning of the season.
I think it's perfectly orchestrated by Goodell. Perfectly.
Okay. Well, Zeke could have appealed again. He'd still be playing. He realized he had that money.
Yeah, that's probably part of it. But well, the NFL Players Association paid for most of that. Jerry Jones was paying for the other part.
Right.
But yeah, man, that game was that Chargers game was fucking disgraceful, man. And it's so sad that it just like the last 3 weeks, all the games been close early.
Yeah.
Dallas leading at halftime or barely behind at halftime. Come out of the locker room, somewhere along the line, one team makes adjustments. The other teams just say, oh, we're just going to do what we do like we've always done. And like we always do after halftime, get your ass kicked. So that's what's been happening. We've been dropping leads after halftime and getting blown out after halftime.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I think you said it all. You said what needed to be said.
Yeah.
I mean, it just it was bad.
It was. I want to show y'all. Something real quick. This is I'm kind of taking a different approach to this week. Instead of talking, I want to show y'all I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter, and it's kind of like, shit, that's pretty much exactly how I feel. So I'm gonna let all that do the talking. Hold up, if I can pull this up.
I like to hear it.
Here it go. Y'all see that there? Don't worry, Garrett will open up his photos of halftime adjustments.
Wow.
Drill down to it.
This folder is empty. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much sums it up.
Exactly. You got coaches, Garrett, halftime adjustments, nada. I got some more though. Let me see. Well, we'll come to that one. Here we go. More. So this one here I like. In 2016, the Patriots had all these issues. No first round pick. Traded their two of their best defensive players in Chandler Jones, Jamie Collins. Brady out 4 weeks. Garoppolo hurt week 2.
Yep.
Brissett. You got major injuries to Amendola, Gronk, Deion Lewis, Vollmer. What they do?
Still won the Super Bowl.
Still won the damn Super Bowl. So that goes to all the people, making excuses for Garrett, with Cowboys injuries and all that. Nobody cares.
Let the record show. Did I or did I not say that Cash would not be one of those Cowboys fans that says they're losing because of injuries? I said he won't go that route.
Hell no.
I said, yep.
It's football. Yep. Nobody cares. You have
no. Cash knew we didn't care, so he knew he had to go another route.
No, I don't care. I've seen too many coaches deal with it in a good way. I don't care.
Put a team
coaches deal with it in a good way.
In the game. That's all it is to it. I mean, you don't make excuses about injuries. I'm not saying that it doesn't lessen your chances or it doesn't hinder, but you make those adjustments and you play. You put a team on the field and they play. It's you play like Herm Edwards says. You play to win the game.
Look, that's exactly why I saved this Twitter. Y'all see this one here? It says it perfectly. Green Bay playing with his second string QB, third string running back, puts up 28 points on the road against the NFL's number 2 defense. This was last week. Good coaching can often take you places your talent can't, allowing a 14-point underdog to stay competitive throughout.
True.
That sums it up, man.
That's true.
That sums it up.
So where's the fire the coach? Fire the coach Mimi. The Giants don't only need to fire their coach.
Oh, Garrett is on the hot seat, cuz.
No, he's not.
Yes,
No,
he
he
is.
not.
Yes,
He ain't nowhere near no hot seat, man.
Trees.
His bay is keeping him in there. He should have never been in there in the first place. His bay is keeping him there.
Who?
That's his
Jerry?
baby.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jones.
Trees.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude. Like, let's think about this. Like, come on. You think they not together? Come on, man. Am I the only one not seeing this?
I think they're not together.
Come on, man. You know that's his boo,
not
man.
A Cowboy.
Stop it,
You're
man.
not a Cowboys fan, Trevis. You don't know.
Man, you
matter.
know,
You don't follow
he shouldn't be there, but you know he shouldn't be there.
Of course I know he shouldn't be there. I'm done with him. And Jerry knows
You can be
that.
done all you want. Jerry said, nah, man, I'm about to go through all these issues. That's my baby. He bringing him back.
Let them finish out the season the way it's going right now, and it doesn't change. I will guarantee you, bet you whatever the hell you want to bet. I'll get your ass a flight to the damn draft. If Dallas finishes, let's make this bet right now. What are we, 5-6?
Here we go.
If Dallas goes 6-10 and Garrett keeps his job, I get you a flight to the draft.
You heard it.
Yo, that's what's up. But I gotta find my ticket. I gotta find my ticket to get in the draft, though.
Yeah, I mean that's cheap though. It's outdoors.
I gotta find my ticket to get in the draft. Okay.
But you get your own damn room.
They go 6-10. They go 6. You give me the flight and the room?
No, I said you get your own damn room.
Get my own damn room. Gotcha. So on the back end, if they go 9-7, Garrett keeps his job.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's fair. I think that's a fair bet.
I'll tell you right now, man.
I don't like it because I'm ready to see him go.
I'm telling you right now, if y'all had a better coach, y'all would still be in the running.
I know. He doesn't coach adjustments. Like he's about this whole next man up shit, but he doesn't change his philosophy at all. And he has to understand that system is so vanilla. It relies on beast. That system is basically, we don't care if you know what we're doing, you can't stop it because we have better.
Yeah, players. that was the Pittsburgh system when they had the bus. That was the Pittsburgh system when they had the bus. It was, we got what we got. We gonna give it to him. He gonna run y'all over. We're gonna make it. But the thing is, if you don't have that beast in the backfield, there's a problem. And then if y'all don't have y'all linebacker with no backup linebacker to do it, it's a problem.
And we're missing linemen. Yeah. And he makes no adjustments. He keeps running the same lukewarm, sorry ass plays in that same sorry system. He's not helping these lesser players out. He's not helping them at all. Just like how he left Chaz Green out on that island for him to give up 6 sacks and he didn't make any adjustments.
That's crazy. That is crazy talk. No coach in NFL, no other coach in the NFL would have done that.
Right.
Did not throw somebody out. Well, no, yes, they would. McAdoo, he'll do it. He did that to Flowers.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, yes, he did. And that's why his head and neck is on the chopping block, too.
Exactly. My point exactly. You know, his head on the chopping block, too. But, I mean, it's fine if you run that same vanilla type style of offense if you have the personnel to do it.
Right.
But when you got that personnel, it ain't going to work.
No, you gotta change tempo, go hurry up. You don't have to do all this sort of gimmick shit, but you're gonna have to break your normal tendencies.
Yep,
you're gonna have to break them.
Yeah, very true. I mean, yeah, it's simple and plain.
You know,
let's not be like I said. Let's not beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
What you got, Trevis? What you think, man?
That's another game I didn't.
Another game that a lot of people was like, man, there's really no point. We already see what's going to happen. Unless you got some type of alert on your phone, you really didn't even pay attention to this particular game. The Philadelphia Eagles pretty much went out, set out, and pretty much did exactly what they wanted to do to the Chicago Bears. I believe they had like 6 yards or something like that on offense. There was really nothing that they could really do.
Now they had 6 yards rushing. 6 yards.
Yeah, 6 yards rushing. Yeah, they basically had 6 yards rushing. You know,
No, that's pathetic.
That's pretty pathetic. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty right where we want them to be.
That sucks. That sucks because they got Howard, who's a running back, and they got Cohen, which he comes from North Carolina A&T. He's a speedy, short, small running back, and it's ridiculous that they can't get more than 6 yards with 2 running backs of that caliber. Yeah. That's crazy. Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I think they're 2 great running backs, but once again, I told you that the Eagles, stellar defense is just that good. And when you look at the Chicago Bears, I knew nobody on the offensive line, so I basically said, this is going to be a very terrible day for the running game for the Chicago Bears.
I think that's more of a testament to their sorry offensive line than it is the Eagles. Well, Not saying the Eagles defense is bad. I'm just saying Chicago's offensive line is just
oddly enough. Hold on, Cash. Yo, you talking like that because Cash decided to show up today, huh? That's what I think this is about. I think this because Cash showed up today, man. So now he don't agree with me no more. You see that? You see how he showed up like that? All right, I feel you on that one, Amy. It's okay. It's okay. So
not saying that
if you hold a Russian attack to 6 yards, you telling me it ain't because of our defense? Really? Really?
I just said it's more of a testament to how sorry the Bears are. I'm not dissing the Eagles.
Come on, man. We didn't even get to the quarterback that many times as we should have when he backed up the pass. But I mean, come on. Like you said, 2 great running backs who could get away from people and who could make people miss.
Dude, y'all.
They had 6 yards. I don't even think it was 3 apiece.
Listen to me. Y'all shut down their running game. Shut them down. Well, you want me to say something else?
No. I mean, this is great. I'm turning you like a wheel, man. I'm turning you like a wheel. I'm trying my best, man. Get you to the right side of conversation. The right side of conversation. I'm just trying to get you there, man. That's it, man. The right side of conversation. But like I said before, thank you to the Chicago Bears, because now the Philadelphia Eagles are first in the NFL at 31.9 points per game. We're third on yardage at 38.5 per game. And on passing, we're still 15th, because I think with our Russian attack, it's definitely made us a more of a Russian team because you're trying to get 3 different running backs the ball. But we're 15th with 234 yards of passing per game. And we're second in the NFL at 147.5. So I thank the Chicago Bears for allowing us to do what we had to do on them.
Here's something for you. When you get a minute, go back and look at last year, Dallas's offensive stats last year. I'm guessing you're going to find you're an idiot. Can I finish talking, man? Damn. I'm saying I'm guessing you're going to find they probably exactly mirror what the Eagles are doing this year. That's what
what? That's beautiful, and I did see that. But y'all had 1 running back. We doing this with 3, so it's a little bit harder for us to get people moving forward. But I think that's also a problem because you're not just stopping 1 running back. You got to stop 3. Because if you stop the bruiser and you stop the quick man, the little shifty guy's going to get you. So it's not all in 1 running back.
It works together whether you have 1 beast or 3 good running backs. It's all the same.
Well, I feel like y'all beast is a beast. He's a beast, regardless of how you want to put it. He would change your entire team's dynamic on the fact that the quarterback goes to give him the ball. That's something completely different.
That's one of the reasons they're having issues now is because Dallas, oddly enough, is still running the ball well. But the difference is Zeke was running the ball well against 8-man fronts. Alfred Morris and Rod Smith running against 7-man fronts. Now they still getting yards, but that means the play action game and all that stuff is different because
it's called fear.
Yeah, it's against 8 versus 7. Now there's more. So when Dak runs that play action bootleg, he's getting.
They already playing that boot.
Yeah, they already playing because they're not really tripping on. They're basically like, okay, he may get his yards running, but he's not going to take that thing to the house like Zeke would. So we're not going to trip off that too much.
Yeah, they don't mind giving up that 8 or 9. They don't care about it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that all day.
Miss Zeke, man, that has changed the dynamics. And until Garrett and them realize that and make some adjustments and stop running the same plays, gonna lose our 4th game in a row in about 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'll speak on the Eagles, and then we can move on. This season, I'm really impressed with how they turn it around, and they're able to put up a lot of points on the board like that, and doing it by, like running back by committee and Carson Wentz, with having great escapability and making consistent throws. I mean, I'm impressed by what they're doing. I'm gonna tell you one thing that worries me though is when they get into a dogfight and it's a low scoring game, can they pull themselves through the trenches? And I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just wondering if they can because they haven't had to do that yet. When they were in that dogfight against the Chiefs, they didn't do it, but that was early on in the season, so you can't hold that against
the dogfight against the Redskins we did.
Man, man. Let me finish, Trevis. Daggone it. Like I said, when they were against the Chiefs, they weren't able to do it, but that was early in the season. You can't hold that against the Eagles. Everybody's trying to figure out how their offense flows in the beginning of the season. So I'm not holding that against them at all. So what I'm saying is, if they get into that dogfight where it's a low-scoring game, I don't know if I just haven't seen it. That's why I don't know. I'm not saying they're not capable. I just don't know that. That's all I'm saying. And as it gets later in the season and into the playoffs and the postseason, games become a lot tighter. They become a lot more strategic in the way that they're not as high scoring and they're not as explosive as they are in the regular season. So it'll be interesting to see how they're able to adapt when they get to the postseason. I think that's a fair point, man. I'm not coming at the Eagles.
You're right. You're right. No, you're definitely right. And I'm hoping that consistently the Eagles jump up on people the way they have been that allows the defense to just shut people down. Because when you can pin your errors back as a defense and you're up 14, you can do what you want with somebody else's offense. So that's pretty much been our guide so far, except for a few games.
I just wouldn't bank on that in the postseason. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I wouldn't expect to win games like that in the postseason because it's just
the reason why I'm most fearful.
It's a lot tighter, and history shows that. Statistics shows that. I mean, that's just how it is.
The fear for the Eagles in the postseason that if we still grasp that first round bye. That's my fear. The same way we came out against Dallas, Wentz was throwing the ball into the ground, really couldn't find his rhythm on the throws. I'm hoping he learned from that. And, in the playoffs, no team's going to fall down like that, the way the Dallas did. And I hope they understand that. And I'm glad that we have, some veterans on the team like Chris Long, Jenkins, people that have been in Super Bowls already who could let them know, like, hey, we can't do that. We have to come out. We have the ball. It's playoff time.
I've been saying this since about week 5, how the Eagles their season was shaping up eerily familiar to the Cowboys. And it's absolutely playing out that way right now. And the same way I felt about Dallas last year, it's the same way I'm starting to feel. Well, I do feel about the Eagles. People like the Eagles more than they like Dallas. They're more people are more apt to root for them. But last year, Dallas had a lot of hate, and you would get questions like, "Oh, did they peak too soon? They've been playing well. They won 8-9 games in a row. They peaked too soon, which was bullshit because they, basically kept winning until they played the Giants again and lost 10-7, I think it was. So what ends up happening is you win all those games in a row. It's like an undefeated fighter, where you gotta beat them. Like they don't know how to lose anymore. Like that's pretty much what happens. Like that whole winning thing, man. It just snowballs, and it's like it's inevitable. Something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna break one. Somebody gonna break a tackle, and boom, and then they're off to the races, and then it's a blowout win. So that's how I see the Eagles now. Like you're gonna have to whoop their ass in order to get them out of there. And good luck to whoever, once the games matter, come playoff time, they will not be an easy upset. You're gonna have to beat them.
No, it's not. It's not going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. No. I will ask you this, Cash. When you just said got to the Giants and the score was what? 10-7?
Yeah.
Would you consider that a dogfight?
Last year when they played against them, with Dallas,
low scoring,
yeah,
dogfight. And
yeah,
and that's my point. I want to see the Eagles in a situation like that. I'm not saying they can't. I just want to see it. I want them, if they can win a game like that, I'm convinced. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not, again, Trevis, I'm not saying they can't. I just would like to see it.
Kudos for them for not, having had to
be in that situation. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, fellas, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Sorry to interrupt. I mean, it's, this game has started, and I'm trying not to, because I don't want to jinx myself.
And I can't see it from here. I'm about to have to make an adjustment.
Yeah. Let's move on to this week's games, and let's go ahead and start with the one that's currently playing now, so it doesn't look like we're trying to predict the game as it's going on. And that is the game of the week. It is the Washington Redskins versus the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. And this game is pretty important. It's important for both teams if either team wants to have a legit shot at making the playoffs. From a wild card spot, that is. I mean, it's pretty safe to say the Eagles have this thing sewn up in the NFC East. So they're going to win the NFC East. But now it's the Cowboys and the Redskins fighting for that final, fighting for a wild card spot. They want to try their best to win out, or either try their best to end up at 9-7 or either 10-6, so they can grab one of those wild card spots. I mean, there's a lot of other teams that are going to be fighting for it, like the Green Bay Packers or the Detroit Lions, or you might have a Saints team that could be fighting for it. I mean, in the whole NFC looks, they're all looking to make their mark in trying to make a run at the playoffs. So this is a pivotal game for the Redskins and the Cowboys this week. They both need to win to have some hope at making the playoffs. Basically, whatever team loses doesn't go to the playoffs. That's really what it comes down to this week. So I don't know how you feel about it, Cash.
From my perspective, I consider this the false hope game, and even if Dallas win, I think it's just delaying the inevitable. They will not run the table. Not seeing it. I'd love to be wrong, but yeah, no, I don't see that happening. So yeah, I think, the Redskins have, of course, some key players out, 4 starters out. Of course, Jordan Reed in their center, and Monte Nicholson and Terrell McLean are all out. But I think Bell is starting at right tackle for Lyle Collins for Dallas tonight. And, of course, Sean Lee is still out, and Justin Duran is out. So we're down 2 linebackers tonight. So, I mean, like I said, everybody has their issues. Nobody gives a damn about injuries or excuses. So, Dallas could win this game. I don't know how they're gonna dig themselves out of this ditch they're in right now, man. I mean, they are in a serious funk right now. Like, they're breaking records with the ineptitude, I guess you would say, of their offense right now. Like, that has some horrible stat right now of like 0 touchdowns and 8 turnovers in the last 3 weeks or something crazy like that, man. They're in a ditch. So I don't know how they're going to pull themselves out. They're at home, so maybe that'll help. But yeah, I don't know. I'll
be real with you, and I told Trevis last when he even mentioned that the Redskins had a shot at making the playoffs from a wild card spot. I don't even see it for the Redskins, to be real with you. The schedule going forward is on the easier side, no doubt about it. They have and the Broncos, and they have the Giants to finish out. And they have the Cardinals too. They could win those games, no doubt, but being at that Saints game, it didn't leave with a lot of hope. They don't close out games. They don't play disciplined football. The games that they're supposed to win, they don't. Yeah, they beat Oakland. At home. Yeah, they beat the Rams early in the season. Yeah, I get all that. But when you use the eye test and you look at that Redskins team, they don't finish. They just started finishing the first half with a little bit of decency, but they don't finish the games anymore. So it's and like you said, they have a ton of injuries. And it's just not. I don't think it's in the cards for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to think just like you. I think they're delaying the inevitable. I don't know. And I think I told Trevis even before we even started the podcast tonight, the best the Redskins can do in my eyes is 9-7. I don't see them getting 10-6. I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see them winning out to do that. So it'll be interesting to see.
They 6-5?
5 and
both
6.
of y'all 5 and 6. Both 5 and 6.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they went out too.
Yeah, the best they can do, best they can do is 9-7, and that's a stretch to think that a 9-7 team can slip in one of them wild card spots with.
I don't see that happening this year either.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. So, I don't see it. What do you think, Trevis? Let me hear your input on this since your team is running.
Okay,
is your team running? Let me see what you got to say.
Look, the way I look at it, the Redskins, yeah, they couldn't beat the Saints. Great, but remember, the Saints are a hot fire right now. You were up on them. They got a lot of confidence. They had 2 running backs you weren't prepared for. Dallas don't have 2 running backs that you're not prepared for. Most teams don't have 2 running backs you're not prepared for. Maybe y'all were gassed out at the end of the game, but I feel like y'all can still come up and play other teams really hard that y'all have left to play. The only team that y'all have left that y'all may lose to is the Chargers. Everybody else, you guys can play those teams straight up and down and win those games. Y'all might eke out one against the Chargers. You never know.
The Redskins are entirely capable of doing what they need to do, but they are a Jekyll and Hyde team for no reasons none of us know. You look at the Redskins one week, you're like, yo, they have a decent team. They're pretty good. And then the next week, you're like, yo, what was that?
Yeah, exactly.
What was that? Just lay a complete egg, and you just like with the Giants. Did they lose to the Giants? Was that?
They didn't lose to the Giants.
Who was the game they lost a couple of weeks ago that they ain't had no business losing?
It definitely wasn't the Giants because they just beat the Giants Thursday and they got the Giants at the end of the season.
It was after they beat the Raiders. They lost the next week, I think, to a team that they had no business losing to.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look back. I feel you though. You're right.
The Vikings. The Vikings.
It was the
Vikings.
They did lose to the Vikings, but they had no.
They lost 38-30. They lost to the Seahawks 17-4. Well, they beat the Seahawks. You have to be talking about the Vikings.
It wasn't.
It was a worse team than that. I thought
they lost to the Cowboys. They lost to the Cowboys 33-19.
I thought they lost to a bad team.
They probably did. Let me look.
No, they didn't lose to a bad team.
Before
that, they lost to the Chiefs 29-20.
Okay. Well, they definitely Jekyll and Hyde, man. They can't.
Actually, they did lose to no shots fired, but they did lose to a bad team. We lost 33-19 to Dallas.
Yeah. But they still had Zeke though, so
right.
That's
excusable. They didn't lose to him in the midst of all of this crap they're going through now.
I just
man, I'll tell you right now, Redskins can win out. They just have to beat Dallas today
They
They beat the Chargers. After that, it's smooth selling.
They start playing with some consistency, they can, but they haven't been able to string.
Every team after the Chargers, every team that they play after the Chargers already gave up. All they got to do is beat them.
I disagree with that statement you just said, talking about some this smooth selling. It's on any given Sunday, you can lose. There's no such thing as smooth selling towards the end of the season for a team that's already Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's not, it's Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. It's not smooth selling.
Right.
It just ain't like I agree.
If y'all can beat the Chargers, y'all will smell blood in the water, and y'all will play the last 3 games the way you should play them.
It's a game it's games that they can win. It's a possibility. It's just not probable. It's possible, just not probable. That's what I'm saying. That's just how I see it. So, I mean,
okay.
We can call the scores of this game in a little bit, but let's go ahead and talk about real quick. I don't want to talk long about it. The Giants against Oakland. I'm gonna tell you.
Wait, what?
The Giants versus Oakland. 2-9 versus 5-6, I think. I mean, all the Raiders.
Who's that? I'm gonna go with Cash on this one when he says, "You are what your record says you are," and I'm gonna go with the 5-16.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna tell you, bigger than that, I don't even want to talk about this long, but it's a disgrace the way the Giants are just operating at this moment. It's
Redskins are wearing their color rush, by the way.
Yeah, I saw it. I did. I saw a glimpse of that. Yeah, and it ain't no damn mustard yellow, Trevis. It's burgundy. It's one solid burgundy.
Okay. I thought it was the mustard yellow. I'm sorry. I thought that was the color that y'all was wearing.
To the shittiest color they could.
He knew better than that. But at any rate, I mean, you got the Giants. They're just operating their front office down to their offense. It's just pathetic. It's bad. How McAdoo and the GM, his name escapes me at the moment. I can't see how they keep their jobs just with the way that they're handling things right now. And that they offered for Eli to start and then bring Geno Smith in so that Eli can remain keep his streak alive of most consecutive starts. But you're talking about a 14-year veteran who has won you 2 Super Bowls, and you're basically telling them, I don't care how well you're playing, we're gonna pull you and let Geno Smith take over. That's just a shot in the. That's
because this is what he's about to do. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is what he's about to do. He's about to do things that he does not want to risk his starting, Super Bowl winning quarterback with. He's about to do things that he's okay with Geno Smith breaking his goddamn going leg on certain plays. He doesn't really care. He's gonna call plays that he know his line cannot block, and he's gonna expect Geno Smith to get himself out of it. Expect multiple interceptions, expect multiple fumbles, expect multiple knockdowns. This game is going to get out of hand rather quickly. When I say against the Broncos, when they started Brock Osweiler, and I said the Eagles will smell blood, that's what's going to happen in this particular situation. They're looking like, what? You started who? And you told us a week before so we could prepare for the ball? Oh, they coming, and they coming for him. This is blood in the water right here. You think his jaw was broke before? He about to have everything broke after this game.
Hey, do y'all know that Geno Smith is the first black quarterback to start for the Giants? You remember we talked about that earlier. We call that too. We called that too. We was like, unless they go start the first black quarterback. And you know what that was? That was the NFL. Listen to me. That was the NFL on their new social change. Social. And they were sitting there like, did we have any team that doesn't have a black quarterback? Yeah, well, it's the Giants. Yeah, well, they got Eli starting right now. But guess what? Eli has that record out right now, and we want him to keep it. Well, we're going to start the black quarterback too. There you go. That's all it is. Politics are politics, people. Believe it when you see it.
Cowboys playing losing football, stop the Skins on 3rd and 12 and get a roughing the passer penalty after the fact. Extend the drive. That's what losing teams do.
There you go, people.
Losing football. But get to the stores, man, so I get the hell off of here and go watch the damn game.
All right, we ain't got to talk about the Giants no more. How you feel about the Eagles and the Seahawks, real quick?
I'll tell you this right now. I'm glad to see Doug Peterson go up against a Super Bowl winning coach before we end up in the playoffs. A team that can adjust and a team that will adjust to whatever we're doing. It's going to be a great thing to watch. I'm hoping that we don't get stonewalled. But also, again, they don't have specific players, and I'm looking for us to exploit that. I want to go deep on this team. I want to go deep on this team often. They don't have Chandler. They don't have Sherman.
Pause.
What?
I want to go deep. I want to go deep on this team often.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Deep on the pass, man. On the pass. Here we go, man. I ain't talking football and all this other stuff come up. Anywho, I want to go deep on the pass to Smith in this game. They don't have anybody that can run with somebody as fast as Smith. I want us to spread our wings a little bit more and actually be able to get the deep pass going so people can fear that and so that we can start getting this run game going. This run game should be able to slash anybody. You got 3 different type style runners. And the line seems very, very, very understanding of which running back is in the backfield and how to block for him. So we definitely just need the long deep ball to go so the Eagles can completely spread their wings and start to destroy these teams that everybody want to say, oh, this next team that's up is going to be the team to beat them.
That's what Dallas heard all. Oh, they play the Steelers this week. You know the Steelers. That's what they asked to. So it just
right. Okay.
I watched this all last season. What the Eagles are going through right now, man. That's why I sit back and I'm just quiet.
The only beautiful thing is this. There's nobody in the league named Rodgers right now. Nobody.
Because he's
nobody in the league named Rodgers right now on this side. We won't see him until later on the other side of the game. There's nobody in the NFC named Rodgers right now. And you can call him Brady all you want to. Brady not Rodgers. I don't care how hot of a season he having. He's still not Rodgers. It doesn't matter.
And he's in the AFC, so you wouldn't see him till the Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah, that other guy is in the AFC. I'm not even worried about that right now.
Yeah.
So look. Let me get a score from you real quick, Travis. Giants and not Giants, Eagles and Seahawks.
The Seahawks like to attempt to control the game, but because the Eagles are going to stuff their running game, it's not really going to happen. I'm going to say Philadelphia Eagles 31, Seahawks 10.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I happen to agree with you in what you said about the Eagles and the Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks are battered and bruised all over the place. Especially the offensive line it's pathetic. Russell Wilson has been running for his life all season, and that's going to come to an end at some point. And I don't see why it wouldn't come to an end against a really, really good Philadelphia defense. And I also agree, but at the same time, and they have a lot of injuries on defense. Richard Sherman is out. Cam Chancellor's out. They got, I think, a rookie at cornerback replacing Richard Sherman. So with all those things combined, and you got a high-powered offensive team like the Eagles, I just don't see the Seahawks being able to overcome that. They can try to keep the ball out of the Eagles' offense hands, but they're only going to be able to sustain that buck for so long. I agree with you. I think the Eagles are going to rally and really be out for blood and try to beat up on the Seahawks. I just don't see the Seahawks being a match for the Eagles this week. And for me, that score, I'm going to go more. The Eagles have been scoring 30-plus points every week. I don't see why they're not going to score 30 points this week. Where's that game, matter of fact? Is it in Philly or is it in
It's in Seattle. No, it's in Seattle.
Okay. I'm going to, just because it's in Seattle, I'm going to say they'll score 28 points and they won't break 30 just because that's a tough place. That's a tough place to play. So I'm going to call it 28-17. Yeah, Eagles. But I don't think the score is going to dictate how much the Eagles are going to dominate that game. I think the Seahawks are going to make a little push at the end and score, a field goal or a touchdown here or there to kind of bring it in. But the Eagles are going to lead most of that game, and they're gonna beat up on them.
Oh, come on, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball.
In the background, I'm trying to leave this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Talking CB, live game calls. Live game. That was the one and only Michael Cash. Get that ball, get that ball, get that ball. And they did get the ball. So
wow.
It was a fumble.
Yeah, fumble punt. That's 2 turnovers now.
Was that Crowder?
I think it was Crowder.
Yeah, going Crowder, man. I swear to God.
Crowder killing the game right now. Cash, what's your prediction?
Eagles, Seahawks, 31-21 Eagles. I don't even see the Seahawks as the same team anymore, man.
They're not. I don't know about y'all. I don't really feel like giving the score for the Giants-Oakland game. I don't know about y'all. If y'all want to, y'all can.
With Geno, with the first black quarterback in New York.
Man, they putting the lamb out the slaughter, man. That is not even.
Yeah, they
are. What you got on this Cowboys-Redskins game, Trevis?
The game will end, and it will be 17-14.
The game will end. 17-14 who? 17-14 who? You gonna say Redskins. I'm gonna write Redskins down.
Yo, the last team, I just want to add a little snippet. The last team to score 20-plus points on the Eagles was the Broncos. And before that, it was the Redskins. Well, the Broncos only scored 23 because the Eagles wanted the ball back so they could score again. But the last team to score was the Redskins, and they scored 24. But everybody else really, they haven't made it past 10 points. Just want to let you know. That's it. Next time we predicting against the Eagles, just know that.
Yo, Dallas really can't move the ball, man. This shit is ridiculous.
Yo, we know that. You don't want us in a dilemma.
I'm going to. It's sad to watch, man.
Cash, what you got on the score? Score Redskins Cowboys.
I told you, I'm 17-14. This is about to be a close game.
No, I know you got it. I said Cash.
Fumbles going on. Y'all fumbling and everything. You should have told me y'all fumbling. 17-14.
On which game? This game here?
Yeah.
Yep. 17-14.
17-14 Redskins.
Yep.
I got it 24-14 Redskins. But and like I said, I feel so bad for Smith. I understand that's his job. He's gonna do what he got to do, but I'm not gonna predict the game because it's gonna be bad on an epic level. I don't want to even talk about it. I really don't. But so, fellas, any closing remarks? Trevis, let me hear what you got.
My whole thing was I wanted to ask Cash, but since Cash is sitting there running back and forth, was and the full understanding and honesty of what happened.
Shut up and ask the damn question.
I'll ask Dan. Oh, somebody's excited because the game's on. The way that I'll say it is, I just want to know, with your team going in the direction that it is, do you see that you guys need to draft better? To actually have some backups on your team, or is it just 100% of coaching?
I think they have been drafting fairly well for the last few years. They are horrible in free agency. This might have been their worst offseason in years, man. You think about Nolan Carroll. Cut him. I don't even think he's playing right now. Yeah, Stephen Paella. He decided to retire. Darren McFadden, just cut him. He retired. All these free agents, they had a horrible offseason of free agent signings, man. Horrible. So I think they draft okay. They need to get better in free agents. Huh?
McFadden wasn't a free agent though, was he?
No, but he was just another person who they could have done whatever with in the offseason, maybe got something for him or saw ahead of time and, created a roster spot. Like, they've just mismanaged that roster all season, man.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
How you signing cats who going up and retire in the middle of the season? Come on, man. Come on. That's embarrassing, yo. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. I understand where you come from. Yeah, that was that.
Does
So
that
that's
answer
your
your question, Trevis?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. That's your closing. You just want
to. That's what I wanted to say, man. That was it. I just wanted to know that. Like, put that out there, yo. Let us know something. Like, hey, where we at?
It's out there. My closing words is, I'm just disgusted. All the way around, man. I'm absolutely disgusted with the way this team is shaping up right now, man. There are teams and organizations and coaches winning with a lot less. A lot less. They have players in Dallas. They're just not being used, man. And I don't give a damn about the injuries.
Takes a coach to use his players.
Absolutely. I agree. And I think that this week is a pivotal week. It's a pivotal week for the Redskins and the Cowboys. I think the Eagles can remain, can continue to establish their dominance over the NFC East and the league this season. Again, like I said before, I think the Redskins have it's a possibility that they can win out and possibly get one of those wild card spots. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't think it's probable. But I think they're gonna put their best foot forward and play hard. But they gotta be disciplined and they gotta close out games.
Can I change my score for tonight?
Yes, let's do that.
I'm going 14-9 Redskins.
14.
Tell them why you mad, Cash. Tell them why you mad.
I don't see these cats getting out of this rut no time soon. Listen, they just got 2 turnovers and didn't even get a first down from either possession.
Wow.
I told you they are in a funk. You don't just get out of that, man.
Hey,
good luck, my man. Good luck.
My closing remarks is the Cowboys are in a funk. I swear. What it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What it is.
Fellas, tell you what, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. I appreciate all our viewers. I appreciate you guys to make this a good Week 13 podcast.
Stop it, man. You know the protocol, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, and see that right there?
A little badass kid, man. That's what he is, a little badass kid.
I talk about the Eagles the way that I do.
Exactly.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Give a bad person and take a foot. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say, closing out, good night to all of you. This is Talking NFC Week 13, and we're out of here.
Let's cut him off.
John's up out of there. All right, y'all. Good night. Signing off.
Deuces. Yo, Cash is going. Cash is about to go.